Yeah, so we're gonna start today. Yes, Jonathan.
Um, uh, no,
Hi,
it's okay.
Joe.
Ah, no, it's from my side. I'm so sorry.
That's okay. So, are we ready? Maybe the next five or yeah, five. I don't want it to take long. So just watch this and open your open your English to something new, open your English to something innovating, to something brilliant. If you remember the video of yesterday, it was just a motivation to motivate you in your English learning, okay? It's not difficult. Learning English is not difficult, right? Just put it in your head that you can speak English. This is already 1 month. We're in the second month, so we still have let's say 5 months or less than 5 months to go for this program. So just give yourself this objective that by the time the 5 months come to an end, I should be able to speak good English. So with time, we're gonna be doing more complicated things in English. So okay, just watch this video and don't just listen to the story, but pay attention to the English and the vocabulary. Um,
Hello, my friends. Today, I want to tell you the incredible story of Cleopatra, the last queen of ancient Egypt. This is not just a history lesson. It's a journey back in time, filled with drama, power, love, and ambition. Cleopatra was one of the most famous women in history, and her life is like an exciting movie. So sit back, relax, and enjoy this amazing story, perfect for your English practice, and I promise you will love every moment of it. Chapter 1. Cleopatra's Early Life. Over 2,000 years ago, in 69 BCE, a baby girl was born in Alexandria, Egypt. This baby's name was Cleopatra VII, and she would grow up to become a queen like no other. But before she ruled, she was just a little girl with big dreams. Cleopatra was born into a royal family called the Ptolemaic dynasty. This family had ruled Egypt for many years, but they were not originally from Egypt. They came from Greece. Cleopatra's ancestor, Ptolemy I, was one of Alexander the Great's generals, and he became the king of Egypt after Alexander's death. So Cleopatra's family was both Greek and Egyptian. Cleopatra's father was King Ptolemy XII, and her mother might have been Cleopatra V. But historians are not completely sure about her mother's identity. Cleopatra grew up in a palace surrounded by luxury. She had servants, beautiful clothes, and the best education. But life in a royal family was not as easy as it seemed. There was always danger. Family members fought for power and sometimes even killed each other to become king or queen. From a very young age, Cleopatra learned that knowledge was power. While most women in her time were not educated, Cleopatra studied hard. She learned many languages, including Greek, Latin, Egyptian, and even Hebrew. It is said that she could speak at least 7 languages fluently. This was rare and made her very special. Cleopatra was also curious about everything. She studied science, math, literature, and politics. She wanted to be more than just a queen who wore a crown. She wanted to be a wise and powerful ruler. But she had another secret weapon: charm. Cleopatra was not only intelligent, she was also very confident. People said she had a beautiful voice that could capture anyone's heart. But her childhood was not all happy. Her father, King Ptolemy the 12th, was not a strong ruler. Many people in Egypt did not like him because they thought he was weak and spent too much money. Sometimes Cleopatra's family had to leave Egypt to stay safe. Cleopatra learned at a young age that being a ruler meant facing many enemies. When Cleopatra was around 14 years old, her life changed forever. Her mother disappeared. Some say she died, while others believe she was killed. Cleopatra's father became very sick, and soon Cleopatra would have to fight for the throne. She was still a teenager, but she was already preparing to become queen. What made Cleopatra different from other rulers was her deep love for Egypt. Even though she was part of a Greek family, she respected Egyptian traditions. She was the first Ptolemaic ruler to learn the Egyptian language, and she even presented herself as the goddess Isis, a powerful figure in Egyptian mythology. By the time Cleopatra was a young woman, she was ready to rule. But ruling Egypt would not be easy. She had enemies inside and outside her family. She knew she would have to be brave, clever, and strong. And so, the story of Cleopatra's rise to power begins. Chapter 2. Cleopatra becomes queen. Cleopatra was no ordinary young woman. From the moment she was born, her destiny was to rule, but becoming queen was not easy. It was a path full of danger, betrayal, and clever plans. Let me tell that how Cleopatra became the queen of Egypt. When Cleopatra was 18 years old, her father, King Ptolemy the 12th, passed away. In his will, he declared that Cleopatra would rule Egypt, but not alone. She had to share the throne with her younger brother, Ptolemy the 13th, who was only 10 years old. Yes, in ancient Egypt it was common for siblings to rule together even if they were very young, but Cleopatra didn't want to share her power. She believed she was more capable and smarter than her brother. She had studied languages, history, and politics.
You, who can say something about the video, about the storyline? Who was able to get the storyline from this video? What's the video all about?
Yeah,
Hello, good
the
morning.
video.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, good morning.
Okay, good morning, Ibrahima.
Yeah, I thought for me, the story is telling about the power in Egypt in the early beginning when the power used to be like in the history
Mm-hmm.
and and how families was how family was dealing around the power, how their behavior is and so on with brothers, family members, and the loyalty for the followers and
Oh,
how they're getting. And it's explaining the places around them, the dry, like when they say the dry desert, that's mean getting waters is not easy. And
mm-hmm.
and every person has his place in the family. Like they say, the rightful queen maybe is there other queens, but not the same place as level as consideration. Yeah, but
Mm-hmm.
I didn't get it fully because I catch it on the way. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Okay, okay. Uh, Another person
Yeah, hi. I just came, so I wasn't start at the beginning, but
Mm-hmm.
I think the story was talking about Egypt and about the loyal and the desert, something like that. Yeah.
Okay. For those who were there at the beginning, can you just give us what the story was all about? Just what you understood about the story.
Was that,
Uh,
uh,
Mainly or briefly, I think the story is about Cleopatra
Mm-hmm.
and how he became a queen. Even she was a child, but he became a
Okay.
queen in Egypt. That's what I think.
All right. So we just have the story of a young girl named Cleopatra who was born into a royal family in Egypt, but she is not, or she was not Egyptian. She was from Greece. So her family migrated to Egypt, and they were living like a royal family because after the leader of Egypt passed, her father took over the rulership of Egypt. And so Cleopatra became a princess. And now, even as a princess, there was this power struggle because Cleopatra wasn't just an ordinary girl. She was very ambitious. Yes, she was very ambitious, and she was aiming the crown. She wanted to take over the crown after her father. Meanwhile, her brother, who is normally a boy, as I say, the guys have more right to the crown. But she saw that her brother doesn't have the required capacities and skills to handle the leadership of the country. And she, Cleopatra, was apt to do that. So there was this power struggle that began between her and her brother, and between her followers and her brother's followers. So at some point, the struggle became so intense that Cleopatra was forced to flee or to escape, to flee or to escape to the desert. And even though she was in the desert, she was re-strategizing, right? She was re-strategizing on how to recover her father's throne. So that briefly, that was just it, right? Okay, so that was what the story was all about. Now, who can just give us a brief recap of what we did yesterday? Brief recap, what we did yesterday,
I'm gonna try.
rapidly, and then we move to today's plan, today's agenda. So I'm listening.
Good morning.
Where is Abu? Is Abu online? Is Hassan online? Okay, I'm
yeah,
seeing
yeah.
Abu. Okay. Hassan. I was wondering, it's like somebody is missing from this list. Ah, Fadi. Yes, Fadi. Can you remember what we did yesterday? Mm-hmm. Is Fadi available? Oh,
Ah,
hello. Yes, you can talk. You have the floor, Fadi.
yes, hello. Yesterday, we can see the past simple tense for the
Mm-hmm.
regular verb.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, we are mm, listen the story, but I don't. this time my net is not good, but I don't listen very well when the stories talk about.
Mhm. Okay. So yeah, yesterday we had a
Yesterday,
lesson on. Yes,
mm,
Ibrahima, go ahead. Yes, go ahead. Go
yeah,
ahead. Let's hear you.
yesterday we had a lesson about the past simple tense, like she said, and with
Mhm.
how the verb change from to the past tense, like the D, the ED, the IED, and so on. And we completed the tableau and
Mhm.
all the column, and for each one, and like to tell
Mhm.
us, okay, when is this verb, this is the D, this
Mhm.
is the ED, how to do the difference with them, and with so many example. And like we did the test yesterday also,
Mhm.
and that's the only things I remember.
Okay. Yeah. So you spoke about the D, the ED, and the IED, right?
Yes.
Yes. So verbs that and the regular verbs that end with E take D in the past tense, like close. The verb close, we have closed, um, we have closed. So verbs that, and then we have verbs that take ed, and then we also have double consonants, and then we have verbs that end with y that take ied in the past tense, like carry, carried, try, tried, mhm, and so on. And yesterday equally we had our evaluation. We had our evaluation yesterday. We had a listening, right? We had a listening and the listening and the writing, yes. We had the listening and the writing. So today we're gonna continue. And we will move to the past simple of irregular verbs, right? Because yesterday we saw the past simple of regular verbs. So we have regular verbs and we have irregular verbs. Okay. So when you hear irregular, now let me make this precision. We have the past simple and we have the past participle. Hmm? We have the past simple and we have the past participle. Now, for regular verbs, the past simple of regular verbs and the past participle of regular verbs are the same. They are the same. For example, let me give an example. Okay. Let me give an example. If I say I work all day, the verb to work, like work in the office. I work all day. That's the past simple, right? Now, the past participle, I'm gonna say I have worked. I have worked. So you see, it's the same thing. It's the same thing, right? The same thing. So I have worked. Now, the past participle is not used alone. It's always used with an auxiliary verb. And in this case, we use the past participle, the auxiliary verb to have. So I worked, past simple, I have worked, past participle. Are we understanding this? I don't know if it's clear enough.
No, me, I'm not understand for the past participle.
Sorry?
I'm not understand
Yes,
for the
I'm asking you, can you understand what I'm trying to explain.
Yes, I understand what you talk, but I don't understand for the past participle how to use the sentence with the past participle.
Okay, you don't understand the sentence with the past participle.
Yes.
Okay. We have the past participle and we have the past participle of the verb. Now I was explaining that for regular verbs, the past simple and the past participle are the same. For example, past simple of the verb work is work. I work. Now, you work, but now you don't. In the the past participle is not used alone. You use the past participle with an auxiliary verb. That is the difference between the past simple and the past participle. The past participle is used with an auxiliary verb. The past simple, you can use it alone. You can say I worked, but for the past participle, you're gonna say I have worked. Okay. Let me share my screen. I'm gonna get my board. So past and past participle. Okay, so let me explain this because I want everybody to understand the concept very well. Right. Okay. All right. So we have we have the verb to work, right? Now the past, what is the past simple of the verb to work is work. And the past participle of the verb to work is still work. Now, if we want to use it in a sentence, let's say, so past simple. I worked yesterday. Past participle. I have worked all week. Now, you see the past participle, it must go with an auxiliary verb, right? Now, we use the past participle. We use the past participle in the perfect tense. Don't worry, we're gonna see the perfect tense very soon. Okay, we have the present perfect, we have the present perfect progressive. I think we have we had a lesson on verbs. Let me open that lesson and I think it's in the group. I once sent the lesson to the group on verbs, and then I listed all the tenses that we're gonna see throughout this month, and we have the present perfect, the present perfect progressive, the past perfect, and the past perfect progressive. So the participle is used in the perfect tense. We're gonna see that. when we start with the present perfect, the past perfect, and all of that. But I just wanted to bring this distinction that for regular verbs, the past simple and the past participle are the same. But for irregular verbs, this is for regular verbs. Let me do this. So for regular verbs, the past simple and the past participle are the same. How regular. However, for irregular verbs, they are not, they are not always the same. So for irregular verbs, they are not always the same. Now, let me share another part of my screen where I'm gonna show you irregular verbs, the past simple of irregular verbs and the past participle of irregular verbs. Okay. Now, this is what we have. Can everybody see the screen? Can everybody see?
Yes.
Okay. So this is what we have. Now, these are irregular verbs. It means that if I ask you, what is an irregular verb? An irregular verb is a verb that does not take D, ED, or IED in the past simple. For example, we have be. We have be. The first verb is be, the verb to be. The past simple is was or were. We have was, I was, and then we have you were, he was, they were. And the past participle is been. So you see that the past participle is different from the past simple. But for regular verbs, the past participle and the past simple were the same, right? But now, what did I say for irregular verbs? I said for irregular verbs, they are not always the same. It means that there are some irregular verbs that have the same past simple and the same past participle, or they are different. Yes, Abu?
Yeah. My question is when we have to employ the past participle because it's like the simple past, right? Or it's not same.
Okay. I said it earlier that we use the past participle in the perfect tenses. What do I mean by the perfect tenses? We have the present perfect tense. I don't know if you've heard about the present perfect tense. At least some people here have heard about it. It's a tense in English. We have the past perfect tense. We have the present perfect progressive and the past. No, we're gonna use it just the present perfect and the past perfect, okay? Not the present perfect progressive. So we're gonna use the past participle in the present perfect and the past perfect. Okay, that's it. Now, we're gonna study the present perfect. Okay, so it's just that I am bringing this up because I want you to know this. For now, just know that regular verbs have the same past simple and the same past participle. Okay, and irregular verbs sometimes the past simple is the same with the past participle, but sometimes different. Other times it's different. Okay. Now, when we're gonna see the present, when we're gonna be studying the perfect tenses, okay, we will see how to use the past participle. That's very important for you to know how to use the past participle. So in subsequent lessons, we're gonna study how to use the past participle. But for today, just know that for irregular verbs, sometimes the past simple is the same as the past participle. Yeah. So we use the past participle in the perfect tense, in the present and the past perfect tense. That's just it. But today, since we're focusing on the past simple today, we're just gonna lay emphasis on the past simple. Like here we have be, past simple was, where, and past participle be. We have beat, past simple beat, past participle being, or beaten. And then we have become, past simple became, and past participle become. Infinitive, we have begin, the verb to begin something, to begin the lesson. Past simple began, past participle begun. So you say the class has begun. The class began. The class has begun. So begin, began, begun. And then here we have the verb bend, to bend, plier. Bend something, plier. So the past simple is bent and the past participle is bent. So here we see that the past simple is the same as the past participle, but it's not the case for all the irregular verbs, right? Only some irregular verbs have the same past simple and past participle. Any questions? Pato, do you want to say something?
Yes, Isa. Thank you.
Yeah, do you have? Yes, I am listening. But
Please.
yes, yeah, who's talking?
Okay, Fadima, if I wanna say, okay, the class already start. The class begin. I don't know.
Sorry, please,
If,
can you take it over? Can you take it all
okay,
over, please?
okay. If I want to say, but for example, the class is already start. If I want to
Yes.
use the irregular verb, it's supposed to say the class is begun or
Yes,
began
yes, yes. You're gonna say the class has. You're gonna say the class has begun,
on the class
right?
has begun. Okay.
That is to say, it means that the class has already. It means the class has started and the class is still going on. It's still ongoing. But now, if you say the class began, it means the
Began.
class started and it ended already. Are you getting the difference?
If the class is already if the class is already start, I have to say the class is begun.
Has
Has
begun.
begun. Okay.
Yes, the class has begun. It means the class has already started. Yes, the
okay.
class has begun.
But if the class gonna start like 5 minutes, you're gonna say the class. I don't know.
If the class is over
Over. Okay.
and you want to talk about the class, you can say the class began. If you
Began.
say
Okay.
the class began, it means the class started, but it is over. Now, if you say the class has begun, it means the class started, but the class is still ongoing. It means the
Ongoing.
class is still there, right?
Okay.
The class is going on, but it has already started, right?
Thank you.
Is that okay?
This part is a little tricky. If you can elaborate more with example, that will be better to catch it up because using the verb between the be and how they call this, the verb to be between the past tense and the progressive, that's something very important. Thank you.
Before the interruption, we were on irregular verbs, right? We were on the past simple of irregular verbs, and I just, like I explained earlier, for regular verbs, the past simple and the past participle are the same, right? For example, yes, like this example that I gave here, past simple worked, past participle worked, past simple I worked yesterday, past participle I have worked all week. So it's actually the same verb, but it's used differently. So, but now for irregular verbs, sometimes the past participle the and the past simple are the same, and sometimes they are different. Okay, sometimes they are the same and they are different. And we had this other list. We had a very broad list of irregular verbs. These are irregular verbs here. And we have these examples: give, gave, given, I gave, I have given, or I had given, go, went, gone. I went to school, I have gone to school, or I had gone to school. So we have this exhaustive list of irregular verbs. Do we have any questions so far about the use of these verbs? Any questions? Has everybody understood everything? Okay. Since everybody is quiet, then I think that we're good to go. So I would like you to make 5 sentences with with the first 5 verbs. Just the past simple. We have gave, went, grew, hung, and had. So everybody, you're gonna make 5 sentences, and we'll read the sentences. Everybody will try to give their sentences, even if we don't read all, but we're just gonna share for the minutes. Is that okay? Are we good? Okay.
Yes, we're good to go.
All right. Let me just check if everybody is there. Elise. Hello, Elise. Elise, is Elise online? Elise is not online. Is Hassan online? Okay, please, everybody come online because we're gonna have our assessment. We're gonna have the second part of our assessment today. So Hassan, is Anne online? Hassatu, Ibrahima, Aisha, Hadidi. Hello.
Yeah. Yes, hello, teacher.
Okay. Oh, Hadidi is there. I'm happy to see you. It's like this is your first class. Have you attended a class before? Aditi.
Yes, teacher.
Okay.
Hello. Okay.
Yes. Is this your first class?
Okay. Especially me. Hello, everyone. It's not my first,
Hello,
but
and
it's my first time here, but it's not my first because we used to take a class together. And the class was ending on August, but I didn't get a time to connect again. And today is my first time to join this class.
Mhm. Okay. I'm happy to see you. And Elise, uh, Fadi is still online, right? Aisha is still online.
Yes, I'm here.
Fatu. We have an administrator. Okay, Aisha is there. Fadi, Fatu, everybody is there.
Yes.
Okay. Akim is not online today. And where is Karamo? Karamo has gone offline. Okay. Those who are online, please just do. Okay, Hasatu is working. All right, Hasatu. Please, those online, just try to make some sentences. Okay, the first 5 words. Okay, short sentences with the first 5 verbs on the screen. Have we started? Okay, Hasatu. Thank you. Okay, I hope everybody is working. Is Hassan back? Is Hassan back? Back. He back. Okay, he's not back. Elise. Okay. All right, Hassan. Okay. Okay. So let's just take 5 minutes to do that. Okay. Let's take 5 minutes. Let's do it rapidly. It's not very complicated. Okay, now let's share our sentences and then we're gonna move to the next thing. So who is beginning? Who is starting? We have gave. Can we have a sentence? We gave.
Okay, I'm gonna try. You say gave or give? Gave.
Gave. The past.
Okay.
I wanted you to make sentences with the past simple of the verbs, not the infinitive. Give is the infinitive. The past simple is gave. Right. So
Okay.
that's what I said. So we're gonna use just the past simple, which is gave. We have gave. We have
Gov,
we have gave. We have went.
gov,
We have grew.
Mhm.
Yes, grew. The past simple is grew. We have hung. The infinitive is hang. Past simple hung. And then we have and had. So who
Okay.
is starting?
Okay, gave. I'm gonna say my sister gave me the food yesterday.
Okay. You can say my sister gave me some food yesterday, or my sister gave me food yesterday. Because when
Okay,
you use
my
the
sister
food,
gave
it's
me
not,
food yesterday. Okay.
yeah, she gave me food yesterday, or she gave me some food. If you want to give the quantity of the food, you just say she gave me some
Some
food
food
yesterday.
yesterday. Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, the next one, anybody, the next sentence, went with went.
Can I try?
Yes, and you can
Okay.
try.
I went to work last week.
Great, great. I went to work last week. Great. Mm-hmm. The next sentence.
Ibrahima,
Yes, Ibrahima.
I grew up in Guinea, especially in the city of Conakry.
Okay. I grew up in Guinea precisely. But she said specially. Specially is different. So precisely in the city
Con-
of Conakry.
Conakry. Yeah.
Okay. Yes. So yes, it's correct. So precisely in Conakry. Aha. Great. The next sentence, hung. Hung. Anybody? Hung.
How
What
they
hung
mean?
mean?
How mean? Yes. I don't
Okay,
know.
hang.
I'll
Oh, you don't
try.
know what it means. Okay. All
Oh, I
right.
see hanging back to someone.
Hang. Now, hang, it means to put something up or bon, en français c'est accrocher.
Okay.
Yes, Jonathan.
I hung up my coat behind the door.
I hung
Up, up,
I hung
hung
up.
up. Yeah, my coat behind the door.
Okay, why not just say I hung my coat behind the door?
My coat behind
Because
Okay.
hung is already in that context, it's already up. It's already in the accroché context. So I hung my coat behind the door. Now we have hang up, which is used for calls, like hang up the call. Raccroche. Now in this context is raccroche. Hang up the call. Raccroche l'appel. I hung up. So if you say I hung up, it means j'ai raccroché. So you see, it now depends on the preposition that comes after, but the verb in itself, hang, is accroché. I hung my coat. But now we also have hang, which is se pendre.
Can I try?
Yes, you can try.
I hung my bag on the wall.
Yes, I hung my bag on the wall. Yes, hung. I hung my back on the wall. I hung my coat behind the door. Yes, that is correct. All right. So do we have any questions? Any contributions? Okay. Now, yesterday we began with our assessment, right? And we had the listening, we had the listening and the writing. So today we're gonna continue with the speaking. I'm looking at what we have left. Okay, we're gonna continue with the speaking. And what you're gonna do is just go to the chat box. Just go to the chat box and choose any number of your choice. So I'm putting some numbers in the chat box, and you're gonna choose any number that you want to choose. Okay. And I would ask you a question. You would have to tell me something. You'd have to tell me something. It's the speaking. So I just want to see how you can express yourself. Okay. You would have some time to do that. I'll do it for everybody. So when I call your name, let me see the numbers we have. 3, 6, 9, 11. Let me see. Okay. So, is Anne ready? Anne.
Yes.
Okay, and go to the chat box and choose any number of your choice. Any number.
Okay, number 1.
Okay, you've chosen the first number. You
Yeah.
don't need to, yes, you can choose any number, right? You don't need to follow the others. So, okay, but you've chosen number 1.
Yeah.
All right. So, Anne, this is your question, and you'd have about 2 minutes. You have about 2 minutes to answer the question, but you can take a few seconds and think about it, okay? So, Anne,
Yes.
when you look at your professional life,
Mm-hmm.
when you look at what you want to achieve in your professional life, where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
Okay. First, I want to apologize because I have a kids here. If they make a noise, I want to apologize for that. And secondly, you asked me in the next 5 years, how did I see my professional life, right?
Yes.
Okay. Um, in the 5 years, I think about it. First, I need to perform my language, to try to be more confident, believe myself first. I need to believe myself first to learn the English, to allow more opportunity. And especially I'm a caregiver, and we need we need a more personal that they have a what is the name? They have a more degree. Also, I need to perform on myself for that. And in 5 years, if everything is good for me, I can try to open my agency that I can work with my family, because my aunt and my cousin, we are working to the same professional. We are thinking we can work together, or maybe get more opportunity to help the people here or maybe in Africa. That we are thinking in 5 years. And 5 years too, I'm thinking to mm,
Okay, you have
To
one.
get,
What is
yeah,
that?
to get a more opportunity that I can try to perform myself. And I don't know, because it's more difficult to project in 5 years, but we need to pray to get a good healthy first, because that is a more for that is the priority first. And you will ask God every time to help you to be strong, sorry, to help you to be strong, to continue to do what you have to do.
Okay, thank you very much, Anne. So that's gonna be all for you. Thank you for your answer. I'm gonna move to okay, is Hassan cannot speak, all right? Because he said he's listening, means he's happy. Can you talk or are you at work? Is Hassatu online? Okay, Hassatu is not online. We're gonna move rapidly to the next person. Aisha, are you there, Aisha? Hello, Aisha. Yes, unmute
Hello.
your mic. Yes, hello, Aisha. Okay, choose a number in the chat box. Any number. Sorry?
12.
Okay, number 12. All right, Aisha. So, Aisha, can you tell me about the best day in your life? The best day
Best,
in your life. What happened? When was the
best,
best day of your life?
best day for me or for everything?
Yes, for you, the best day of your life. So you have 2 minutes for that.
The best, I think the best is
Mm-hmm.
wait, wait, I'm thinking because I don't understand
Mm-hmm.
everything.
Okay. And maybe while you're thinking, let me just ask the next person to choose their number and then I give them their topic so they start thinking so we go faster, okay?
Okay.
The next person is Ibrahima. Ibrahima, choose your number.
Okay, can we repeat numbers or we want someone take one? I don't need to take that one. Or yeah,
You want
I
to
can
repeat
take
a number? I think we have enough numbers, right? So you can just take another number.
Okay, you don't
We have
choose when
number 1
somebody.
and number 12 that are already taken. So number 1 and number 12 have
Okay,
been taken. Mm-hmm.
no problem. Let me thinking about number 2.
Okay, you're gonna take number 2. All right. So,
So,
Ibrahima, this is your own subject or your own topic. So
I
you're gonna yes, Fadi,
um
I'm coming to you. I'm coming to you, Fadi.
I want to know, can I have the I don't know if the test or the link because I don't have nothing in the message.
It's not a link, it's the speaking, right? So you just choose a number and I'm gonna give you a
Okay.
topic.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
let me send the numbers again. These are the numbers. So Ibrahima has chosen 2 and I want to give his topic. Hmm?
Okay. Okay.
Okay. All right. Yeah, just hold on. So Ibrahima, you're gonna tell us, you're gonna give us some anyways, let me put it as a question, okay? Let me not give it as a thing. It's gonna be very vague. So, what do you think? What do you think you can do to contribute to the development of your community? That's for Ibrahima. What do you think you can do, like your contribution to the development of your community? So you're just gonna think about that, okay? And Aisha, are you ready? Is Aisha ready? Aisha, if you're not ready, we're gonna keep sharing the numbers, okay? Hadidi, please pick a number in the group.
Hello, teacher. I'm ready. Hassan.
Oh, Hassan, you can speak now. Okay,
Yeah.
since you said you can speak, all right, Hassan, you're ready. Take a number in the group, Hassan. Any number, but don't take number 1, number 2, and number 12. Let me send it.
7.
Okay, number 7. All right, Hassan. Where are those topics again? Okay. Okay, number 7, Hassan. Can
Yes.
you, all right. Can you explain,
Mm-hmm.
no, let me not get this topic. I don't, I'm trying to avoid some of these topics that's gonna take a lot of time. Okay. I'll just take a simpler one. Okay, but that was number 7. Let me just respect the numbers I gave. Let me not try to change the topics right now. Uh-huh. All right. So Hassan, can you give some of the effects of social media on teenagers?
Okay.
Just some effects. What do you see? How do you see the
Mm-hmm.
effects of social media on teenagers? Okay, that's for Hassan. So we have Aisha, we have Ibrahima, and we have Hassan. Aisha, please, you can talk now. You have 2 minutes or less. Well, you have 2 minutes. So just go ahead, Aisha. Where is Aisha? Okay, there she is. Yes,
I
go
can.
ahead, Aisha.
Oh, okay.
I wanted her to pass because she already took her number. So for those who just joined, we're having a speaking evaluation, and just go to the chat box and choose any number that you want to choose. And I'm gonna give you a topic. Aisha, you're not ready? If you're not ready, I'm gonna pass and I'm not gonna come back to you. Okay? Where is
Uh,
Aisha? Ibrahima, are you ready? If you're ready, just go ahead and then we're gonna move to
Yeah.
Hassan.
Yeah, no problem. I'm here. Yeah,
All
so
right, go ahead.
thank you.
You have
Okay,
2 minutes.
you said, what do I think I can do for my community for as a contribution for my community? You know, the community
Yeah.
today enough. Yeah, I would like to say I'm learning this language because I want to be helpful for the community in the IT field, like software development or helping them doing Excel or Microsoft Office or Word in any platform which is very easy because as a beginner we need to share things easily to help them understand the concept, not to show them like the hardest way. So that's why I'm into this class, and I took some IT classes. And basically in Africa, the concept we use in there is like the oldest. And here where we are in New York City or in the US or overseas, people are so far away from the countries in Africa in the IT field. As I can see, when they're using the front end over there, HTML and JavaScript. Here they're using Bootstrap. They're using front React JS as developers know, and that will make the website very nice to very give it very look all the bottom. And to go there like any December and country and put like a day where I can go to any university, give to the student those kind of open mind. So I will tell them, okay, if you want to be tomorrow a software developer, this is the way you need to do. This is how you need to take action. This is how you need to process. You don't need to rush. You need to practice. You need to code. You need to follow the instruction. And giving them so many websites I know today is going to be helpful, and encouraging them to learn English, because today we are traveling around the world every single day, most likely. And you can meet people from Dubai, from France, from Australia in the same platform, like as you exchanging the wall, the airplane going to Africa, someone is going to London, one is going to Australia. So you guys need to exchange if you can understand each other. But most likely what I realize, you meet more people understanding English than French in those flights. So
Okay.
taking the IT field
Your
to
time is
Africa
up.
as a boot camp, that will be the best for me for contributing in the IT field for my community.
Okay, thank you.
Thank
Your
you so
time is
much.
up. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for that answer. All right. So we move to Hassan. Hassan, you have the floor.
Okay, thank you, teacher.
Mm-hmm.
My topic is that I need to give some effect of social media. In my opinion, social media have many effect on teenager. For the positive effect, I think that social media permit to teenager to learn or to communicate easily. They can use social media to learn many things, many topic, and it can be like a meeting for them to speak and everything for me. And social media can permit to them to divertise. And for the negative effect, I think that teenagers spend many times to use social media, and sometimes you want to live like a star, or you have not money, or you have not notoriety, and you want to live like star. For me, it is not a good effect for them. And to conclude, I think that teenager may use social media only to learn.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. So the others you can already choose. The next person is Jonathan. Fadi, have you seen your topic? Fadi and Fatu in the chat box.
Okay, I didn't see it. I'm gonna check.
Have you seen yours, Fatu?
Yes, I want to see now.
Okay, just now. You've seen it just now.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Yeah, Jonathan has chosen Marie. Marie, choose a number. Who else? We have Marie. Yeah, 5 is already taken. We have 14, we have 25, we have 19, we have 23, we have 16. Marie, choose a number.
Not actually exhaust the list of all the verbs that we are going to. So we are going to end the class here. And if you have any questions, you can always throw them in the group. And I think Fatima will answer. Okay.